All right, let's talk about goal setting. So, what's important with goals is that there's really a couple of things. A lot of people set goals and first of all, they're not realistic. So let's talk about setting realistic goals, and then secondly, we're going to talk about setting attainable goals. Now, a realistic goal is something that um, you know is within your sphere of influence, your sphere of ability, something that um, common sense wise you're actually going to be able to attain. So let's say, an example of an unrealistic goal. I'm going to climb Mount Everest next month. Well, I've never climbed a mountain over 10,000 feet. I don't own any clothes that are going to keep me warm. I've never actually been in Nepal, so that would be an example of an unrealistic goal. Oftentimes we set ourselves up for failure because whether it's a goal for personal development or professional development or even within our families, we set goals that are just unrealistic. A lot of guys do this actually that are leaders. They just make the to-do list too long. And so if we could make that list, not discouraging that, I think it's important to do that, but then prioritize it. Maybe pick one thing or two things that today we're going to do from that list. That's going to be more realistic. Secondly, we want to make goals that are attainable. Now, an attainable goal is something that is within my reach. It's different than just being realistic. An attainable one is something that, yes, it's realistic. I'm confident that I can accomplish that, but the second part of that, of it being attainable, is that I'm actually going to follow through and I'm actually going to achieve that. So think of it in terms of personal accountability, something that I'm just not giving lip service to, but I know that I'm going to follow through. It's attainable for me, whether it's part of my schedule, it's part of my financial resources, or it's within my personal ability. I'm actually going to be able to attain that. So if I say I'm going to set out to complete a book over the next 6 months, and my goal is to spend 2 hours a day writing that book, and then as I begin to get about halfway through that book, I can see that it's attainable for me to actually finish it within 6 months. Well, that would be an example of a goal that's both realistic and attainable. For more tips on how to have personal and professional success, please visit me on my website, traviswaits.com.